Hey, Queen, did you ever wonder why the topic of sex with men that you're dating or that you're not married to had to be so controversial, so complicated, right? Did you ever wonder why, it's not a good idea to get into that? Well, today we're going to talk about how that works, kind of like at a biological level, at a human nature level. So, yeah, keep on watching if you ever wondered any of that. So, a lot of times, or let's start by the beginning. It looks like about 30 or 20% of our audience here on the channel are still, you know, um, are still thinking that there's no issues or it's a good idea to have boyfriends, that kind of thing, right? Well, to each their own, right? But let's explain what exactly happens when you start fucking someone. Okay? So the issue with doing that, you know, either having sex with the people that you are dating or one specific one. It's funny, kind of like, oh, so I'm just doing the one. So that makes it okay. Like that works. So giving free sex to the one is okay. It's okay. It is okay. Because, see, here, we're not here to discuss some type of morality, ethics, none of that. What we're here to discuss is human nature and how you can behave in such a way that you're not playing against your human nature, but in your acting in your favor, behaving in your favor. Okay, so that you're not basically fucking yourself over. Okay, it's really, really hot in here, and we have no air. So bear with me. So, yeah, it has nothing to do with this topic being some sort of ethics topic or morally laced topic, none of that. It's in regards to human nature and how it will benefit you or not. So you see, having sex with the men you're dating or the one, the several ones or the one, whatever, it's not, it doesn't bother men, obviously. It doesn't turn them, it doesn't turn them off. It doesn't turn them away. It's really and truly what happens after, your behavior after. Okay? So, like, it's not the act in itself that it's problematic. It's what you do after. Because you see, what happens is that men can see clear and you become like blinded, you become like your judgment is clouded. Before that happens, men's judgment is kind of clouded. They don't quite know how they feel about you. Like they have an idea, but they're not quite sure. And once they do it with you, they gain clarity. They see clear. And once this happens, you don't see clear anymore. You were seeing clear before that happened. And once you did it with him, that goes out the window. You get it? Like, you don't see clear anymore. He can see clear after that. So he'll get a better grasp, much better grasp of how he feels about you. So if it is the case that he's not into you at all, it'll be, it'll be all kinds of scenario. He'll either ghost you, he'll either start fading out, or treat you a certain way, be hot and cold, just not favorable. You're like, well, what if he realizes he's crazy about me? Well, that's only if he had the opportunity to get emotionally attached to you before any of that happens. Okay? So if he wasn't crazy about you before that happened, well, and obviously, a lot of women think that if they're a great fuck, he's gonna be oh so much more into her, or you know, he's gonna be more into her, fall in love with her, yada yada yada. But as we know, hopefully everyone watching already knows that men don't fall in love with a woman through sex. But guess what? Women, they become attached. And this is a reason why I'm saying it's your behavior after. Because once you're attached, how do you think you're going to behave? Do you think you're going to be having all the boundaries that you should be having? Do you think you're going to say no when you need to say no? Last minute dates, or going on trips, with him. Basically, giving free wife benefits and just a free sex bonanza all along. That, giving it all away for free, of course, but you'll be someone who will bend over backwards to continue to go along with whatever it is that's going on. So, do you think that's attractive? The girl that goes along with whatever he wants? No, it's not. It's problematic. Why? Because men are not really into yes women. Men are into women that are not afraid to say no, women that are authentic to themselves. Because once you're attached and you're bending over backwards, there's no more authenticity. There's no more, looking out for yourself. You're a doormat, in essence, in a nutshell, and maybe subtly, not super overt, but that's what happens. That's what your behavior does. Whereas if you were on your five senses, if you weren't attached, you would not bend over backwards. You'd have a way easier time, like putting boundaries in place and such. So this is an explanation of what happens once the whole, sex starts. So it has nothing to do with morality. It has nothing to do with any of that. So you think having the boyfriend thing is all fun and games until he starts doing things that you're not on board with, that bother you, and you have a really hard time saying no. You have a really hard time, you know, setting boundaries, and so on and so forth. And then you find yourself 1, 2, 3 years there, and then one day you wake up like, oh, I guess I was his doormat like freaking forever. So this whole channel has Christ, has a purpose of having you step into your dark feminine energy, which means that you're going to behave authentic to yourself. You're going to behave in such a way where you come out winning, not like losing because of your own behavior. So, anyway, let me know if you found this useful. Like, I know I've talked about this before, but in different ways. It doesn't always land. Let me know if this lands. Let me know if, you know, you had maybe an aha moment. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.